his rugby dream was over.
Why do you want to play National Football League football?
It's a fun sport, you know, why not? Why not give it a try?
I'm like, helmets and pads?
Yeah.
Sport.
Yeah. Getting into it with, I believe, Jordan Mailata.
I was wrong.
To understand Jordan's story, you have to go back to Bankstown, Australia, where he had one dream: make the National Rugby League.
League, I think you have to be more on the fitter side for league because I was 310. I was 310. Every time they make a tackle, you got to run back 10 meters. It's just very cardiovascular, enduring.
So Jordan sat on the bench and his pay was terrible.
The contract I signed, $200 a win, $100 a loss, but I had to play in the game. It was jack shit. I was just doing odd jobs. I was doing construction, I was doing scaffolding, I was doing stage building. It's not a sustainable lifestyle. No. I just wanted opportunity.
Jordan made a highlight tape and sent it to every rugby team, but nobody responded. Instead, something else did.
Agents had mentioned something about the NFL called the NFL International Player Pathway Program.
The IPP is the NFL's way of finding talent overseas. They scout talent from all around the world, fly them to the US, and teach them football. From there, a select few earn a special practice squad spot that is made for international players.
The NFL flew us out to LA to audition. I told my family before I left, we'll see what my interests are after this workout, but my goal is going to be keep playing for the NRL. After a week there, they put me in classes, guys teaching me just simple X's and O's, and I was captivated. It was enough for me to sway my decision and
love that.
Yeah, this is what I want to do.
We worked him out there and he had a great workout. From there, kind of the next thing was to get him on the program.
He finally got an opportunity, but there was one last obstacle.
In Samoan culture, you have to ask your parents for permission. The day I got back, sat all my family down, this is what I want to do. Everyone said no. I was 20 years old. Nobody's moved away from home. You don't know how to play the sport, and your NRL dream. Your dream as a kid is always to play first grade. I could do that after. I'm still, again, 20 years old. My dad, before he said yes, he just said, are you sure this is what you want to do? And if you do, give it everything you have. Can you promise me that? And I said, of course, Dad. I promise you I can do it.
Oh, Jordan! Uh-oh, better get it!
I think for bench press, I had 20 and I was like, that's pretty good. They're like, not for your position. I was like, what position? Left tackle. I said, what's that? I thought I was going to play running back till they said left tackle. And I was like, okay. It was 5 days a week. We had Sunday off. That was our recovery day.
Yep.
But they killed us.
Yeah, well.
They destroyed us.
Mailata is making noise, and teams are flying out coaches to see this kid.
I went and worked him out, and I was like, wow. I couldn't believe, I was like, just a big person like that could move and change direction.
If this guy was in college football today, he would be a first or second round draft pick.
When I met him at the car, I was like, oh, this guy's such a sweet, lovely old man. Went to the classroom, flipped the switch. He was quizzing me I was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What?
Then I erased it off the grease board, and I said, I'm coming back tomorrow at this time, and I'm going to have you teach me what I just taught you.
I ran back up into that classroom. Thank God the grease board marks were still there because I just traced out everything. Took a picture, wrote that shit out, went home and studied it. The next day, he told me, hey, teach me two-jet protection. I said,
Easy.
Halfway through the program, they told me I was draft eligible. Had no idea what that meant.
The NFL draft. Each year, over 16,000 college athletes are eligible, but only 259 get selected, and less than a third ever makes a roster.
A lot of things going through my head. Didn't get much sleep last night, so a lot of things are happening, but excited and nervous at the same time.
We're there for all day. We're there for 6 to 8 hours. You're not expecting to be drafted, but what if you did? What if? And I got a couple of phone calls.
Green Bay. False alarm.
Or fake calls.
There's certain players that you couldn't live with yourself if you saw them have success somewhere else. It would have haunted all of us if we didn't get Jordan.
Howie doing what he does the best, moved up in front of Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go get this guy.
Hello, Jordan speaking.
Jordan, picking you right now. You're an Eagle, bro.
I start crying. I just start crying because I'm like, fuck, so many emotions.
I got the last pick. Oh, I can't stop crying, eh?
With the 233rd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Mailata, tackle, Sydney, Australia.
So you get drafted, you come to Philadelphia, and you enter, in your words, Jeff Stoutland University.
I said, Jordan, remember this. You have to trust me as your coach.
Rookie minicamp. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, dude, it's terrible. I cringe. Like, I cringe so bad. I was getting put on my ass by guys who were built like Rey Mysterio. Like, Jesus.
In the preseason, the Eagles wanted to see how Jordan would handle the pressure. So here he was, playing his first NFL snap. But on his very first play, he gave up a strip sack and caused a turnover.
I told you that's what's coming.
He was thrown straight into the fire, and a couple preseason games later, he had his welcome to the NFL moment.
Frankie Louvu just leveled me. That was the first time I'd ever been leveled like that. Like, what the fuck was that? Exactly what happened. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
But he didn't quit. And after only a few months of playing football, Mailata didn't make the practice squad. He made the 53-man roster.
Maybe the best story in the entire National Football League is here in Philadelphia, and that's left tackle Jordan Mailata. I didn't think he had a shot at making the Eagles 53. I thought he was a practice squad guy only. He's making the 53, and he might be your left tackle of the future.
It seemed like a fairy tale, but it was far from easy. Although he had all the physical traits, mentally he was behind.
First day I got here, I got handed a playbook that was this thick. Didn't know where to begin, and when I looked at it, it was like a different language.
At the same time, Coach Stoutland was on his ass, demanding excellence every single day.
Sometimes Jordan's like, can you let up on me a little bit? Like, no. But he knows, like, I care an awful lot about you.
And just when it couldn't get any worse, Jordan suffered a back injury and got placed on IR. 2 years went by, and he didn't play a single regular season snap.
There were a couple times early on in 2019 when I thought about, is this what I really want to do? Thinking about home.
My first 2 years, I struggled with the support system. And coming from Samoan background, family that I always knew they were always there.
There's not one game that he played for the Rabbitohs where he didn't look in the stands and didn't see his family.
Having them not there anymore was really tough.
I reminded everybody, and I know this was going to take time. And I told him many, many times, there's going to come a point in time you're going to feel like it's all starting to come together for you.
In week 1 of the 2020 season, right tackle Jack Driscoll starts cramping.
And I'm like, well, who's up next? And everybody's looking at me. I'm like, oh, it's me.
Standing in front of him was 4-time Pro Bowler Ryan Kerrigan.
I didn't want to waste that opportunity. I didn't want to be a failure. I didn't want to let down my family.
Jordan held his own and shocked everyone. He wasn't just a feel-good story anymore. He was proving he was a legit player. Mailata went on to play 15 games that season, earning respect across the league. The Eagles were convinced, and by 2021, he was named the starting left tackle. And just 24 hours before kickoff, his life changed forever.
We have some breaking news to get to here on a Saturday as the Philadelphia Eagles and starting left tackle Jordan Mailata have agreed to a contract extension.
4 years, $64 million deal, and I couldn't believe it.
Like, how do you put into words that kind of feeling where you're speaking to your younger sibling, knowing that they've changed the Mailata generation forever?
That's the correct way to say it, guys. Mailata on the back of the jersey for the world to see.
But on the field, reality looked very different. The Eagles stumbled to a 5-7 start and finished with an underwhelming 9-8 record. But for Mailata, it was the opposite. He'd taken his game to an entire new level and had an amazing year. He kept improving and put up an even better 2022 season. And so did the Eagles, because this time they made the playoffs.
The two best teams in the NFC are about to collide for Super Bowl 57.
Jordan faced one of the league's best rushers, Nick Bosa. In a gritty battle, he held his own, giving up 0 sacks. The Eagles dominated. And now, the kid from Bankstown, who had never touched a football 5 years ago, was headed to the Super Bowl.
I couldn't believe that actually we're going to a Super Bowl. When you found out, it really just hit you. I just reflected on everything that it took to get there.
Super Bowl 57 starts now!
In an absolute classic, Mahomes and Hurts went touchdown for touchdown. And in the fourth quarter, it was tied 35-35. But in the end,
the City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57!
The loss hurt, but for Mailata, it fueled him. And he answered by putting up the best season of his career, cementing himself as one of the top tackles in the league at just 26 years old. The rugby project turned into a monster, and the Eagles made sure he wasn't going anywhere.
Eagles and left tackle Jordan Mailata reached an agreement on a 3-year, $66 million extension that includes $48 million guaranteed.
Congratulations,
Thank you, Howie.
6 years ago, I could barely afford a train ticket, and now I was in Italy in many nice hotels. That's kind of when I was like, oh wow, you've come a long way.
Jordan had become more than just an elite tackle. He became a leader, a team captain, and he led by example.
Just dominate your box. Punch him in his mouth and do it over and over again until they quit. I say, I'm gonna talk my now. You know you can't stop it. I'll see you in there.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Hell yeah! Break they will. Break they will. I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your body?
PFF graded him as the #1 tackle in football. And after an incredible season, for the second time in his career, he made the Super Bowl.
All we got is one more time. One more time to do the same shit that we've been doing all year round. I ain't got much to say, man. I'm not into that rah-rah shit. That's why I let Landon do that shit. Plus half of you guys can understand me. That's all we got, man. That's all we're guaranteed. One more time.
The Eagles faced the same team that crushed their dreams 2 years ago, the Kansas City Chiefs. But this time, it wasn't even close.
Saw the sneak. Kyle drives his way in. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. He's in. Touchdown. Eagles.
And when the final whistle blew, Jordan Mailata had become the first ever Australian Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I don't know what to say right now. It's surreal.
Inside my heart is full of joy, and I'm so proud for him.
Think about all the kids back in Australia. It does give hope to a young kid that maybe says, well, I want to be the next Jordan Mailata.
At the end of the day, Jordan wants his story to be way bigger than football. He stated, "I'm proud to represent my family, friends, and fans back home. I hope my journey can serve as an inspiration to other young athletes chasing their dream." What a story. Jordan Mailata. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel so I can make more of these, make them better, get athletes on board, and really grow this into a serious platform. And so, see you at the next one. Have a blessed day.